Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek. I am Penge and it's time for the March 2018 edition, version, video, whatever, of the Geek Cupboard Rambles. So if you don't know what a Geek Cupboard Rambles video is, I do these every couple of months and it's kind of like an update, like a channel update, but because I'm doing it, it ends up with me just rambling about any old nonsense. So yes, expect much rambling. It's mostly unedited. I might cut out little bits, like little gaps in between the different topics that we're talking about when I'm having a drink or whatever. But other than that, it is unedited. So it's just me spouting nonsense. It's like just a stream of sort of thought comes out, and whatever I say, I just ramble about. And as you can tell, I'm doing a good job because now I'm rambling about rambling, which is quite impressive. Go me. So yes, it's a very busy ramble video. It's a very busy one. We've got quite a lot of topics to cover. So what I'm going to do is, in the video description, I'm going to put a little sort of contents, if you like, a little sort of contents list of what is in this video, and then you can go through and click on it because there'll be timestamps to take you to the relevant bit. So if you think, I don't care about all the stuff he's talking about at first, I just want to know what games are coming up or whatever, you can click that and you can find out and listen to that bit, or you can just listen to the whole thing. That is also rather splendid. So with that now done, and you're probably all looking at that saying, hey look, there's a content thing, I don't have to listen to all this whiffle. Let's go on to the first thing, shall we? And item 1 on our agenda is something that I didn't actually raise at the time that it happened, but we have reached 1,000 subscribers. In fact, we have over 1,000 subscribers. As I'm recording this, we're heading towards 1,400 subscribers, which is jolly impressive, and it's very amazing. I'm flabbergasted. My flabber is well and truly gasted by that, because I didn't really think we'd make it. This time last year, I think I can't remember now, but I don't even think we had 100. I don't think we had 100 subscribers. Maybe we just had around 100, possibly. We were sort of skirting around that mark. So in a year, it's gone up by sort of 1,200 or something, which is just very silly. And I am very humbled. And I say this in every one of these videos, but it still amazes me that people out there are subscribing to me. Sat in my little room having fun playing games, and you're subscribing to me. And you know, time is short. People do not have all the time in the world. There's lots of things to do and lots of things happening and priorities, and you know, there's stuff going on in people's lives. So the fact that people are choosing to spend it watching my videos is quite frankly astonishing. But I'm very grateful. So thank you to everybody who is part of all this Geek Cupboard shenanigans. Thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming along. Thank you to the long-standing subscribers. You all know who you are, so thank you very much for sticking around. Thank you people that have viewed and watched and liked and commented and disliked and shouted at me and told me I was doing things wrong and said I was doing things right and everything. Thank you very much. Again, it's one of the things, you make it what it is, because otherwise, if you weren't watching, it would be me in a room essentially talking to myself. I could go anywhere and do that. I could go and sit in the garden centre and go and talk to myself, or go and sit in the middle of the park and talk to myself. Might get some funnier looks in those places, I suppose. But yeah, maybe I do that anyway. Maybe I do go sit in the park and talk to myself. But yeah, so it's really, I can obviously do all this stuff, but then I react to all your comments and stuff, and I take things on board, particularly in some of the more complicated series, like when we played Software Inc. and Farm Manager 2018, all that kind of stuff. Some of the comments that were made were really useful as well. So please do keep them coming. Please keep comments coming. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching and taking part in Geek Cupboardy stuff. So yeah, the next step I think is probably get to 1.5K. I think that's the next sort of my next sort of goal, which I thought was possibly going to be the end of the summer, but we might get there earlier than that, which would be really rather good. I'm quite surprised. I'm quite surprised indeed. Also, I must say a big thank you to all the people in the YouTube Wolfpack. You know who you are. I'm not going to name you individually by name because there are too many. But a lot of those people have been instrumental in either helping me do things better, or answering questions, or supporting me, or providing feedback, or just generally being really lovely people and being nice. So yeah, there'll be a few links to YouTube Wolfpack members in the description of this video. So yeah, please go and check out some of the other Wolfpack channels and videos and such like, because there's a lot in there's a lot of varied content going on in there, all different styles and video types and kind of stuff, some non-gaming stuff as well, which is lovely. So yeah, you'll find something in there that you will probably really like, so please go and check them out. But yeah, big thank you to all the people in there for supporting me and getting us kind of over that threshold of 1,000 subscribers. And that brings us on to the next thing on the list, which is something that I'm not going to dwell on because I'm British and I'm not very good at this sort of thing. But because we got to 1,000 subscribers, I had the chance to switch on the channel both sponsors and super chats. Now, I wasn't entirely sure what these were, but I had to read up on them. And then, again, I was put right by a few people when we did the... what was the game called? Into the Breach, that was it. I did a live stream, a kind of impromptu live stream of Into the Breach, and a few people put me right on those. So sponsors, so sponsorships are active, and they sponsor the Geek Cupboard, they sponsor me here in my little cupboard, and I believe they cost $4.99 per month, and you can sponsor me, and I get $4.99 a month, and then you can cancel it whenever you like. And if you do sponsor me, you get little emoji things to use on the channel, I think, possibly, maybe, I'm not entirely sure. But, so yeah, that's the thing you can do if you want. And also, when I'm doing a live stream, super chats are enabled. So a super chat is kind of like a tip. It's kind of like a tip, I think. So you can donate a certain amount of money, and then anything you write after that, I think it's anything you write after that, will be a certain colour, and it lasts a certain amount of time. So if you donate $2 or £2 or whatever, then that could last, I don't know the time limits, I'm making this up completely, but that would last 2 minutes and would be light blue. So every message you put in the chat after that would be 2 minutes, light blue for 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes, it would go away, but you would have given me $2 or £2 or whatever. And then obviously the more money that goes into the super chat, the longer it remains and the more exciting and vibrant the colour. So I think you can donate like $100 or something crazy. I've seen it happen on many True Nerd streams, and they come up in like big red, huge red chats, and it's all sort of very jarring and visually kind of, oh look, there's a person and he's done a big super chat. So they are available. So sponsorships and super chats are available for the Geek Cupboard. I'm not very good at pushing this sort of thing because you know your own minds and you're all grown-ups and you can make your own decisions about these things. So yes, you know they're there. If you want to do it, great. If not, don't. I will never charge for gaming videos in the Geek Cupboard. I don't think I'll ever charge for a gaming series or videos. They'll always be on YouTube. There might be some behind-the-scenes videos or something like that one day that I might say, hey, you know, this is only available to sponsors or patrons if I ever get around to a Patreon thing or whatever. But that's way off. That's way off in the future. At the minute, everything will be still on YouTube. But at the minute, everything is free indeed because YouTube stripped me of my partnership status, which is sort of also linked to the 1,000 subs thing. I thought we got there. I thought I got to 1,000 subscribers within their time limit, but presumably their time limit was slightly different to what everyone else thought it was. So yeah, I lost my partner status. So at the minute, I've got no ads on my videos. I'm making no moolah, I'm making no cash, which isn't why I do it, but it's useful. It's useful to buy, a game here and there. Let's say I earned $1 a day. At the end of the month, $30 could buy me a game, and I could buy the game and then play it next month kind of thing. So, it wasn't why I did it. It's useful. And I'm still going on. We've had, 5 or 6 weeks with no sort of ad revenue now. And it's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. Not everyone's making ad revenue and they buy their own games. I am doing the same. So, yes, sponsors and super chats are on. If you want to do them, do them. Obviously, super chats require live stream, which I very rarely do. But if not, don't. Do not worry about it. Don't feel obliged. Britishness coming through. Let's move on from that kind of thing. In fact, no, let's not move too far away from that because also I have become a Humble Bundle partner. So if you see Humble Bundles, if you buy Humble Bundles, what I'll do is, I need to sort out where to do this really. I'm kind of partnered with them. So if you buy them through the Geek Cupboard link, if you go to a Humble Bundle and buy it through a Geek Cupboard link, I get something for it. I don't know what the percentage is. I'm such a disorganised rabble. I just went through all the stuff and went, yeah, it looks like a fun thing to do. Yeah, whatever. And then I never did anything with it. I've never advertised it or promoted it or anything. So I'll put some links somewhere to something. I'll put it in the... I know what I could do, because this links seamlessly into the next thing we're going to talk about. So behold how seamless this is, everybody. Can you see any seams? What I'll do is, with the Humble Bundle links, maybe I'll put them into a channel on my Discord. Oh, and speaking of Discord, see, seamless. We have a Discord. There is a Discord server set up, so please come along and join Discord land. There'll be an invite link in the description below. The description of this video is going to be very, very busy. It's going to be a very, very big description, so hopefully you can piece your way through it. But yes, come and join us on Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, I think I described it in a previous video. The best way to describe it is a glorified chat room, but it can do a lot more than that. But essentially, you can go in and chat, and sometimes I'm there and sometimes I'm not. But there are other people, and you can discuss whatever you like. You can discuss Geek Comedy stuff, you can discuss life stuff, whatever you want. There's a video sort of thing where I'll paste in the videos that are going up. There is a suggestions bit where you can put the suggestions through to me if you want to see me play any particular games or whatever. And yeah, it's just a fun thing. You can just go there and have a chat, and sometimes I'm there and I'll say hello or whatever. So again, no obligation, don't feel obliged. But yes, Discord link is below. Okay, the next thing on this Rambles itinerary is holidays/vacation. So on the 7th of April, I am going away for a week. We are having a family holiday. It shall be lovely, I'm sure, if the weather holds. We are in Britain and it will be spring, so it will probably be raining and miserable and terrible, and it might even snow, or there'll be blizzards or locusts or something horrendous, I don't know. But whatever, I'm sure we'll make the most of it. But I'm going away. So that week, I'm going for a full week. So I'm trying my very, very hardest to get videos ready for that week. So I'm recording a few little sort of one-off videos, a bit like we did last time when I went away in October, where they were all sort of holiday themed. I'm going to try and keep some regular sort of series going, and then intersperse those with just a few little one-off videos whilst I am away. So yeah, if that week, I will try my best. When we're in the country, we're still in the same country, so it'll be, you know, I'm not going to many, many miles away to far-flung lands. But so I should be able to reply to comments possibly eventually, but I won't be. I'll be on my phone, so it'll be harder. I'll be on my my mobile/cell phone, so it'll be harder for me to reply rather than just sat at my actual desktop computer doing the stuff. But yeah, I'll try and reply to stuff as I can, but during that week, replies might be slow or non-existent or whatever. But I shall do my very darndest to keep in touch with everybody. And now let us move on to games. So what games can we expect to see in the Geek Cupboard in the coming weeks and months? Well, we're definitely going to stick with the Universim because it's a lot of fun. I like the Universim. Do you know what's weird? I've played, 3 parts of that now. As I record this, I've played 3 parts of that. Time goes very quickly when I'm playing the Universim. I think it's to do with the research things, which I now realise I did wrong. Yes, okay, I've sorted that. I've sorted that for parts 3 and onwards. But I think it's to do with the research things, because I think they're very cleverly timed. So you look down the corner and you think, right, well, there's only 5 minutes. And then you go about and do some other stuff. Or, you go and sort out some people, and you go and cast some god powers. And then you go and build a thing, and you go and look at something else. Or you check on the progress of the hunters or whatever. And then that time's gone. And you think, oh, well, I'll just get another research thing. And you get another research thing. And then you go and do some other stuff. And I think it's very so cleverly balanced. I'm intrigued to see the full version, because the version we've got is only the alpha version, so it only goes up to sort of pre-medieval. I would love to see like the future versions, like when it gets modern, like a sort of like when it gets to, I don't know, like an industrial sort of era or something, with all the big, like there'll be coal power plants and lots of cool looking buildings like that, and sort of terrace townhouse type stuff, and lots of stuff, and steamer paddle boat things going across the sea and that kind of stuff. It'll look very, very good. So yes, Universim, that's going to be continuing for as long as we can, because there will come a point where it'll end. Our nuggets will get to the point where they've evolved as much as they can, and we've researched everything we can. And so then at that point, it will naturally come to an end at the end of the whatever it was, pre-medieval era. So yeah, we'll continue that. This Merchant Life, that has been a bit of a surprise for me, because I put it out thinking, this is a fun little game, and it's actually been very, very successful. So we're going to stick with that for a bit, I think. I don't know if we'll see it through all the way to the end. I'll have to judge on like feedback and comments and views and things, see whether people are that interested in it going on, past the first few episodes. But yeah, I'm actually enjoying it quite a lot, and there's quite a lot to it. I like the mix. I like the mix of the merchanty side of things and the storytelling side. The fighting side is a little bit strange. The combat is a bit weird. I would like more visibility of the enemy. We seem to go in blind, which seems a bit weird. So yeah, if you haven't seen the combat mechanics, there's kind of a grid, and you put your people down on this sort of grid first. You sort of know loosely where the bad guys are coming from, but you don't know how many there are. So, they're just coming from north and south, say. So you could put 3 people, 1 person facing north and 2 people facing south. And then when the baddies appear, there's a massive horde of them at the top. to fight your one person, and then your two guys at the bottom who are absolutely fine can take on, like a weak and wizened person. So yeah, it's hard to get the fighting right because you just don't know. You don't have the visibility that you need. So I'd like that to be tweaked a little bit. But yeah, other than that, it's a fun game. So we'll do some more of that. Surviving Mars. Surviving Mars, I'm enjoying playing an awful lot, but it's not getting the kind of reception that I was expecting it might. And I think that's probably because everyone played it. Lots of people played it when it came out. Lots of people played it. And I mean, some people, was it Biffa possibly? He just basically, I think he must have got it and gone, right, I'm not talking to anyone for 2 days, and just played it for 2 days straight. He had something like 16 or 17 parts and he just went bash, 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 bash. Just got all those parts out really quickly. So, yeah, I think maybe Surviving Mars kind of has lost its momentum a little bit on the channel. I'm going to keep it going because people do seem to like it. People seem to like it, but I might just drop it down the frequency, or I'll play it when I can or something. But, yeah, I'm going to keep it going. I want to get to the point where you get the Mars mystery or whatever it is, because that could be interesting. The Mars mystery could be very interesting. Or I could play it and it could all go wrong. I could have like some sort of massive meteor strike, cold spell, sandstorm, devil, tornado, death, monster thing, and it could come along and end it all. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so Surviving Mars, I will continue. It might not be as frequent, or maybe I'll do the complete opposite. Maybe I'll just go, yeah, right, I'll just record loads of it, bish bash bosh, get it out of the way, get it done. But yeah, I'm enjoying it very, very much. But yeah, I think maybe it's oversaturated and people have already seen a lot of it, and a lot of people have done like maximum difficulty, like 535% difficulty, and people are probably going to go watch those rather than watch little old me bumbling around going, how do I do this? Oh, I've put it in the wrong place like an idiot. So yeah, that'll continue. A big thing that's coming up that I'm hoping to get my hands on a little bit early, I'm desperate to get my hands on it early to do lots of recording on it, is Farm Manager 2018, because the full version comes out on April the 6th. And I go away the day after that. And that's been a huge, huge success in terms of everything. Views and popularity and everything. People seem to really like Farm Manager 2018. So I'm hoping that I can get it before April the 6th. And I can get a few videos in before I go away. I mean, I'd love to get sort of 4 or 5 videos in before I go away, because that'd be splendid. I could just, space them out over that week when I'm gone with other videos, and it'd be lovely. We could certainly try and get that done, but it depends when the developers get the copy of that to me. I don't know when that's going to happen. I really hope it's soon. I hope it's up to this weekend at some point, and then I can just, churn a few videos out in the evenings and go, yeah, there we go, brilliant. Work on it and then schedule it for when it's going to come out, because I imagine it'll be embargoed for that day anyway. So we'll have to wait and see what's going on there. I do have a collaborative series, but I'm going to call it an irregular collaborative series. So Eco will have gone out by the time you see this, but yeah, I possibly need to become. It's hard for me to work out collaborative stuff because of children and family and all that kind of stuff. So I'm doing a collaborative series with there is Wee Hours, there's Dave at Wee Hours. There is Graham Devell, there is Civilian, and there is Birdie Bot. And Civilian is probably going to be very angry that I didn't name her first. Oh dear, there shall be repercussions. But yeah, so I was in the first 2 parts of Eco, which is kind of like Minecraft, but with kind of crafting, and there's blocks. So you go through and you get the blocks and you chop down trees and there's wood and la-da-da. But it's slightly different. Go and check it out. Go and check out the videos on any of those, 5 channels now. But so it's got a bit more to it, but I was there for the first 2 parts. I think that another part has been recorded without me, and I think there's going to be, because it's quite hard to get 5 people in the same place at the same time, and I certainly do throw spanners into the works because I generally can only do like evenings, and in the evenings other people are doing stuff and whatever, and then I've got the children, so I can't really play at the weekend because I can't go, yeah, let's play at 2 o'clock on a Saturday because the children are there, so I can't do that. So yeah, it might be an irregular collaborative series rather than a very, very regular regimented one. But at least I got 2 videos in, and that's good. And all the people that all the other 4 lovely folks who I'm playing with are excellent as well. And again, there'll be links to their channels in the increasingly vast description of this video. Wow, it's going to be a big video description. What else is coming up? There's other little bits and bobs as well. There's some lovely stuff that I found on Itch. Some lovely stuff that I found on Itch.io video that we're going to have. So there's some nice stuff there. A few of those, they might appear on that week while I'm away. And there is something that I found that I played and I really like. And I've seen that it's on itch.io and it's on Steam. So it must be having a sort of release date at some point. It was a Kickstarter, or it was certainly crowdfunded anyway. And I think the crowdfunding meant that it could go from its early stage, where it was nearly finished. I think it was pretty much practically finished. And they're then able to develop it and add more shiny, fancy pants bits. But I'm not going to reveal what it is because I'd like to surprise everyone with it. But let's just say that it's kind of dystopian, and we'll leave it at that. But it's very, very good. It's very intriguing indeed, and I think you'll like it. I think people will like it. I think you'll find it interesting. And it'll also cast some light on me as well of how I think and how my brain works, which, yeah, it could be actually potentially quite terrifying. But, yeah, so, and yeah, there's other little bits and bobs coming as well. And, again, I might do some Stellaris, possibly some Civilization 6 coming in there. Depends how the other stuff goes. And there's a few more games as well that I've got on the radar. Nothing concrete yet. I need to sort of look into a few of them. One of them is All Walls Must Fall. I bought that ages ago and it was released, and I sort of missed the boat when it was released. And I would like to I'd like to have a look at that because that was very good. That was kind of like a sort of stopping time kind of turn-based thing. I think it looked very, very cool. But I got it on early access ages ago, and then yeah, it was released properly month ago now maybe, and I just completely forgot. It just went past me, and then I noticed and went, oh botherations, I should have actually done something with that, but never mind. And yeah, I might return to a few games as well that we've looked at. I might just return to a few games just to revisit them to see how they look now as well. So yeah, lots coming up, lots and lots coming up. And the final thing that I want to address in this particular Ramble video is a kind of noble mention, an honourable mention, I think, for a channel that made me sort of sit back and realise some stuff, and it kind of opened my eyes a little bit. And the channel is The One-Handed Gamer. So he approached me via Discord, I think it was. I think he said hi via Discord. I'm not entirely sure how he found the channel, but he said hi via Discord. He has a gaming channel, so the One-Handed Gamer has a gaming channel, and he is disabled. So he is in a wheelchair, and I don't exactly know what the disability is that he has, but he is very much disabled. He makes no bones about it on his channel, and he plays video games. And it made me realise how fortunate I am to just be able to sit down and go, I'm going to play video games. Right, here I am. Bosh. I can sit in my chair. I've got my mouse. I've got my keyboard. I can just switch the monitors on and off I go. Whereas there must be thousands, I don't know, hundreds of thousands, I don't know, people with disabilities that play video games. And for some of it must be a right pain. Like if you have a controller, but you can't use both hands, how do you do stuff? And it just made me greatly appreciate what I've got, in terms of the fact that, you know, I don't suffer from any disabilities. I don't have any of these sort of technical issues technical hurdles to overcome. And also I was sort of full of admiration that I don't know his name actually. I should possibly know his name. I'm going to call him TOHG because the initials of the One-Handed Gamer are TOHG, and that's what he comes up on Discord. So the One-Handed Gamer, TOHG, I'm amazed that, you know, he's gone through with that. He could have just thought, I play games, but this is too much hassle to record this and upload it to YouTube and give it titles and give it descriptions and tags and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm full of admiration. The fact that he's actually gone and done that as well. He's actually gone through the effort, to all this effort to do these things. And yeah, so he's got a channel. So go and check him out. He recently went to his sort of local Google HQ, Google base, whatever it is, in Toronto, possibly. I think it might be Toronto. Certainly a big urban area. And it was a big, important thing to discuss their sort of approach to disabled people with disabilities in gaming. And I think his sort of way that he can access YouTube easier and make things easier for him to do stuff on YouTube. Because, I mean, I know I've uploaded many a video now to YouTube. It's a bit of a pain. Sometimes uploading video stuff is a bit of a pain. Some bits are very fiddly and twiddly, like the tags bit could be a little bit better and stuff. So yeah, so he went to speak to them. So how cool is that? There must be lots of people with disabilities that either game or or maybe play games and do YouTube stuff. And so he has gone to them and represented them. That is very, very cool. So yeah, there's a link to his channel in the ever growing description of this video, but I'll try and put that maybe near the top for the noble mention, the honourable mention. And yeah, go and check it out. Go and check out the video where he actually did go to Google HQ, because he actually spoke to people from Google about YouTube. I mean, that doesn't happen, does it, very often? So that's quite amazing. That's very amazing. And yes, indeed, it made me sort of appreciate the things that I do have. You know, sometimes I'll get whatever, I don't know, I'll get down, maybe I'll look and go, oh no, that video didn't do well, or oh no, that I've lost a subscriber here or there or whatever. But then really, it doesn't really matter, does it? That puts things into perspective a little bit. And you know, it was eye-opening for me. So yeah, go and check out his channel, go and check him out. Go and have a look. Links are in the description below. And I think that is it. That is all we have for this ramble. Although I do feel like I've been rambling for ages. My tea is gone. All of my tea is gone. No, it's not the end. Chair news. Chair update. It's still in the same condition that it was last time. There are still, hang on. There's two complete wheels still. So there's two casters with the two wheels, sort of round bits on either side, and then one of the casters has one wheel on it, and then the other two casters have fallen apart completely. So I'm kind of on half. I'm on 50% chair power and falling, because now I'm sitting on it. Obviously my weight distribution is all wrong all over it, and when I try and move it, it's obviously putting the pressure on all the other wheels that are there, and it's breaking them. So soon, yeah, it will just be a stool. I'll just have a stool, and that'll be absolutely fine. And I think that is now it. The tea is gone. I need some more tea. I possibly need some more water as well. Need some food. Need some biscuits. Must be some. Oh, I bought some Oreos actually for a change because they were on offer. So yes, we'll have some of those. But that's it for now. So yes, that is the end of this ramble. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you found it interesting. If you have any comments or whatever, let me know. Remember to join the Discord if you want to have a chat with me, because I will be around. I kind of try and pop into the Discord as and when I can. And yeah, again, a big thank you to everybody involved in the Geek Cupboard stuff, whether you're viewing or subscribing or watching or liking or disliking or slagging me off or whatever. Thank you very much for taking part in all of this stuff. But that's it for now. So now I'll let you go. That's it. You are released. You are released. You may go and do other things rather than listening to me talk absolute nonsense for whatever 20 odd minutes. So yeah. We shall go, and you may go about your daily business. So for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time.